everyone, it's Jen here at Simple Local Life, and I'm back here at Wells Lake Farm Market with Elspeth. How are you doing today, Elspeth?
I'm good. We're a little late because I had to answer questions.
Customers, I tell you.
We are always appreciative of lots of questions, and at this time of year, you know, people are now, this gentleman was going to replant some lettuce.
Okay.
And I said, good on you. It's time to do that.
Okay.
And we still have lettuce seed available, 5 or 6 different varieties from yonder farm in Laconia.
Yes.
And he hadn't had good luck with his zucchini or his cucumbers, and we concluded that he had not added enough. We ended up deciding that he should buy seed compost.
Okay.
And to lighten the soil.
Okay.
And also I gave him, and he said, I don't have time to grow lettuce. I said, how long are you? He's a seasonal customer.
Oh.
I said, he's going to be here till the end of October. And I said, you go home, plant those seeds today. They'll be up in a week, and then you'll have lettuce in September.
Wow.
Because it likes cooler conditions, which, my goodness, we hope it soon comes. I'm melting.
I'm melting too in here. I'm like, whoo, not
Yeah.
today, but maybe.
So, cooler conditions, and the lettuce will grow very well.
Yeah.
So, we weren't going to talk about that today, but, you know, his question prompted me to say, yes, pick up the lettuce seed and plant a crop for the fall.
I'm kind of inspired now. I'm thinking, I did a
Or if you
second.
have leftover seed, use
Yeah,
that.
I did a second planting of beans. I don't know when I'd have to look back, but a late planting.
How are they
and
doing?
they're doing amazing, and I'm hoping I'll have fresh beans then in another week or so. And my first planting are pretty much done now.
You know what? Mine, I thought they were done. I had picked everything. I waited about a week. Mark watered them, and they came into bloom again.
Wow.
And I am still picking beans.
Oh,
I've been
wow.
picking beans since, well, I don't know, the end of July.
Wow,
I've been
It's a
picking
good year
for a month.
beans. It's pretty.
These are green beans.
Green beans,
which
yeah.
I think are a little. Their length of season tends to be a bit longer.
Yeah.
They don't go hard on you
Yeah.
too
Good.
soon. So I have to harvest beans again today, which I've eaten so many green beans,
I know.
and I shouldn't be complaining.
No,
I'm very
they're
thankful.
delicious.
They're delicious.
Yeah. So.
Let's get on.
Let's get on what we're,
Yeah.
you know, last week of August, Elspeth, September 1st is in 2 days. Lots, of course, happening here at the market, as
Oh, my
always,
goodness,
but
yes.
there's definitely, you know, that school
There's a
starts
shift.
next week, and
There is a little shift.
all those university kids heading off in the next couple
Yeah.
days. So
We
what's
lost-
happening here?
Well, we lost our 2 students.
Yeah.
You know, this
Yeah.
week.
Yeah.
So Jade and Will, who we love dearly,
Yeah.
are leaving, and Will has, I think, 1 more day. Jade is finished.
Yeah.
And we had a little send off for them yesterday, a little
Nice.
party.
Yeah.
And we loved them because they were amazing workers. They were easy to work with. They
Good.
took initiative, and Jade walked into our kitchen and never missed a beat. She worked shoulder to shoulder with the regular people in our kitchen,
Oh, that's wonderful.
and then stepped into the bakery, and after a very short crash course was turning out cookies like
I
she'd been
saw
here
her
for,
back there.
she turned out cookies like she'd been baking here for several
That's
years.
amazing. Oh,
So we're going to really miss them because
Yeah.
they really helped to fill the holes
Yeah.
and get us through the kind of the busy times. And we know we still will have busy times over the
Yes.
next couple of months.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure how we're going to manage that, but that's my worry, not yours.
Yes, and just asking for everyone, you know, we've seen it all summer, but just having patience and a little kindness when it comes to all of our, you know, seasonal businesses in particular, because a lot of the students are leaving this week or this weekend, and it's a busy weekend, and still
Yeah.
September and October is a busy time for visitors. So, you know, that kind of core group of workers is headed back to school, which is good, but it does leave everybody kind of in
We're
a
scrambling.
bit of a crunch, I know. So anyway, well, good. I'm so glad they had a good summer here
yeah.
with you guys.
And well, Will has 4 summers.
Yes.
He came as a little boy and he left as a young man.
He is a young man. Fine young man there.
I know.
Yeah.
The very best.
Yeah, so this time of year, Elspeth, end of August, you know, we're always talking about the latest fruits and vegetables that are kind of popping up now. So what are we seeing in the market?
Watermelon don't just pop up because they're pretty big and heavy.
No,
But we
that
have,
took some doing.
we have these beautiful watermelon
Yeah.
from Joel DeLong. He brought us in some for last weekend, and I know we did a little shot of
Yeah.
it. it was dripping off my chin. They are so yummy,
Delicious.
sweet. All our staff had. I just took and cut one up, and we all had some of it.
Yes.
It was very refreshing and sweet and delicious.
Yes.
And you can buy a whole watermelon, $8.95, or we are cutting them, so you can buy a half,
Okay.
or we have pieces. So,
Perfect.
like my mother, who would only need a little piece, lots of people just want to taste and don't want a whole watermelon.
Yeah.
So we have sections cut, so you get a nice little taste.
These are locally grown right here in Lindbergh County.
And we have cantaloupe from the valley,
We
which
just had some of that today.
they are popping off the
Delicious.
shelf too.
Yeah.
So those are really two wonderful fruits to have. But we have, like right now, there's a richness of choice. Peaches, plums, wild blueberries. No, wild blueberries are finished.
Okay.
I think as of today we're finished with those. But we have high bush blueberries. We have apples and watermelon, cantaloupe. It's amazing how much there is.
Yes.
And then we're going to talk about apples
Okay.
because the watermelon, they're going to be around for over the weekend. We're going to have a good supply for the weekend. So this is a great thing. I know Labor Day weekend is a big time for family events.
Yeah.
And kind of the friends and neighbors get together for the last hurrah
Yeah.
at the cottage.
Yeah.
And having a watermelon to serve is a great thing,
Yeah.
along with corn, and we have beautiful corn still in the market.
Yes.
So just a little reminder about that.
Yeah.
But we are on to apples.
Apples.
So today we got crab apples.
Nice. Oh,
Now I
nice.
know people go, oh, crab apples, I don't want to eat those. But if you make jelly, these are the very best.
Wow.
Crab apple jelly is just divine.
Nice.
And my mother-in-law used to preserve them, and I don't really there are lots of recipes available. Cookbooks of Lindbergh County have some good recipes, but they do make a great preserve. And what nicer than on your shelf to have these
so
preserved crab apples, and it's just a sugar syrup that you preserve them in.
Okay.
So they're quite easy to
Good.
preserve, and there's plenty of them.
Okay.
So and the crab apples will be around for a few weeks.
Okay.
The apples that we have in today, which is what's today, Tuesday. We have Sunrise, and we have Jersey Max.
Jersey Max.
Now these are what I call summer apples
Okay.
because they're here in the summer, obviously, but they're not an apple that will store well. So
Yeah.
you need to eat them up right now.
Right.
My choice right now would be the Sunrise. They're firm, crunchy, but not too hard because
Okay.
some people don't want a really hard apple.
Mm.
And they're a nice size for kids because sometimes for children a large apple is not very. There's a bit of waste with that. But these are a nice apple if you want something for lunch over the next couple of days. These I would highly recommend. They're really quite tasty and quite sweet.
Good.
Best probably not only for fresh eating. I wouldn't recommend using these in a pie.
Okay.
The Gravensteins are on the way though.
They're coming.
Yes, they are coming, and I'm hoping that by Friday they're going to be here.
Okay.
So I'll get a
Heads up.
confirmation on that tomorrow. But if they're not here on Friday, they'll be here the first of next week.
Perfect.
So they're still hanging on the tree
Yeah.
in Berwick,
Yep.
and I'm going to check in with Waldo Walsh tomorrow to see whether they're ready or not, and
Okay.
whether he can pick us a few bins for the weekend.
Wow, that would be lovely.
So that will be really good. But regardless, they'll be here next week.
Okay.
And there's a
perfect.
big apple crop, which I think
Nice.
is a nice thing to know.
It was
Yeah.
good conditions this summer for
It
apples.
seemed that the conditions were good. The rain came when it should have,
Yeah.
and there was plenty of sun, so the color is good on the apple crop.
Good,
So,
good.
yeah, big crop.
Good. Okay. And then I know you guys are involved again this year. Another important fundraiser you have. Did you want to talk about
yeah,
that?
I do.
Yeah.
And that is for the Palliative Care Society here. In the past, we've been involved in a fundraiser with them, and this year we're doing it on our own. They're doing
Okay.
a golf tournament this fall.
Oh, okay.
And so we're going to just continue with the tradition of
Yeah,
doing
sure.
a fundraiser for
Fundraiser.
them
Mhm.
because it's one of our special
Yes.
things that we like to support. And our promotion will be on September the 16th, 17th, and 18th.
Okay.
If you buy a mum here, either an 8-inch or a 10-inch,
Okay.
a $5 from each of those sales will go to the Palliative Care Society.
Oh, wonderful.
So that'll be a nice promotion for them. We'll just write
Yes.
them a check. check, and
Sure.
whatever what we sell over those 3 days, the proceeds will go to them, $5 a plant. So if you're interested in buying Mum, we have some ready now, but you may want to come and buy another one if you're wanting to support that cause.
So how would that work then, Elspeth? If I want to get a couple that supports the fundraiser for the Social or Palliative Care Society, am I just coming on those days? Am I
Yes.
ordering it? How does that
No,
work?
you can just come that day.
Okay.
It's very simple. It's
Okay.
just like you're buying from us any other time, but those 3 days, the proceeds of $5 per plant will go to the
Okay.
palliative care. So you
Perfect.
don't have to book ahead.
No.
The color selection will be what we have that weekend,
Yeah.
and there'll be, I think, really good choice. I looked at the field again this morning, and there'll be plenty of yellows. There'll be some whites. There'll
Okay.
be burgundies, some rust-colored ones.
Oh, nice.
So a nice selection of colors
Good.
and different sizes. So if you're thinking you're going to buy Mums, I would say don't delay. Buy one now, but come back and buy another one.
Yeah.
And you help to support palliative care in our
That's
community. And the Palliative Care Society is a great advocate for palliative care services here. Have lobbied heavily for palliative care beds at the hospital in Lunenburg, which they've been successful in getting that commitment, although it's not operational yet. And that, if you want to speak to politicians or people in the health system, ask them questions about that, why it's not open yet. We need to keep the pressure on to get that unit open, because the beds are there and the resources are there, but they need people. And we need to make sure that we let the people know that this isn't ready to happen, but can only happen when we have the right people.
So
and
while
we
you're-
need to keep asking for that
While
service.
you're waiting for those days to support, send
Write a
off
letter.
an email, a
Call
letter, phone
somebody.
call. This is a really important service, and the fact that they did get those beds kind of promised in Lunenburg was really exciting. But we do need to see that actually come to fruition. So a little bit of
The service
email
is,
writing would maybe help out with that.
the service is really important for our community, because we are lacking in some of the services that other areas of Nova Scotia have, and the Palliative Care Society have been really front and center on this in raising money to support families who need palliative care services and maybe need financial support to get the services to have people stay at home, and also been a great advocate for these beds in Lunenburg, and they work really hard at that. Obviously the next step is a hospice here, and I'm a big supporter of all of these initiatives, and really feel strongly that we need to have what other parts of our province have, and we have a population that's growing in need for these services, and we need to advocate for that as well.
We do.
So this is our little piece of
Good.
helping to support their work.
Good. Well, it is important work, and I know you guys have been involved for several years now with your various fundraisers, and the mums are it's perfect timing to be able to get some mums and support this important fundraiser for our community at the same time. So, lots happening as always, Elspeth. We're still sweating up here.
We are.
I laugh when I think back about how chilly we are when we start, and then in no time we just start sweating for months. And anyway, but September's coming.
Yeah, a little reminder. You know, we hosted medical students here for lunch today,
Nice.
and just a reminder: cut some flowers out of your garden. Enjoy them in your house.
Yes,
the
these
season
are
is
lovely.
short,
Look at
and
this.
these are a couple of bouquets that we just cut out of our little garden here.
Oh, beautiful.
I say, people see me out cutting flowers. Why are you? I said it's my therapy.
Yes.
So I
Perfect.
cut flowers and make little bouquets. And,
They're lovely.
And there's just, the winter is long, and we have these beautiful things in our garden. We should be enjoying them in our garden as well as inside.
Yes.
So don't forget to cut them.
Good reminder. Good, perfect. Well, thank you
you.
so much, Elspeth. I know you're busy as always, and thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions about anything we chatted about today, please feel free to leave them down below, and we'll get those answered for you. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good afternoon.
Bye.